Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, oh, where is my? All right. So now, so with cloud, you don't need to purchase the infrastructure, or you don't need to purchase everything, because assuming you're an organization, you're a company, and you need to, maybe you have emails, you want your developers to create emails, right? You want them to create a whole email application system, right? The more the organization becomes big, if you have just 5 people, you can use a regular server, right? A regular low-end server in your office. If you have 10 people, that regular server would work. But then if you have 100 people, that regular server would no longer be able to accommodate all these people. So that is why, as time goes on, you might need to, improve or get better infrastructure or get better equipment. And instead of paying for all these things, which costs thousands of dollars, you can literally just say, hey, is anyone offering cloud computing services where I can host my email? And you find a lot of them going for, $100 or something a month, or even less. So it saves you from sort of buying all this infrastructure or equipment, because the cloud has already provided that already. Now, by using the cloud infrastructure on pay as used and on demand, all of us can save in capital and optional investment. So just like I said, if we are using cloud, right, and cloud is pay as you go, I just said it was per month, right? You could even do per year or multiple years. Cloud is not going to say that, oh, you're coming to use what I have. Okay, I'm charging you $100,000. They always ask you to pay based on what you have used. For example, I think Heroku or AWS, you pay per hour, and I think today's lab is going to be on AWS. You are going to pay per hour, right? So based on how long that server is up, so you're paying per hour, and your per hour might be maybe $10, right? So in a day, you are paying this amount of money, and sometimes it could be less. So it saves you money from paying for stuff, yes, on demand. It saves you money from paying for stuff that you are not using, right? Assuming I'm giving a server that has, a very powerful processor, has so much space, and I'm not even using that much space, it would be a waste of time paying for all of that. Meanwhile, maybe I'm using just, let's say, 1 gigabyte of space, and maybe processing power just a little. So with this, yes, you get pay as you go, pay as you use. Even with, I think Airtime has that. You only pay for what you are using and not what everyone else is giving. So yeah, I appreciate it, Fahad and Wejan. Wait, is the name Wejan or Wejdan?
Wejdan.
Oh,
Wejdan.
Wejdan.
Yes.
Wow.
You are right. Yes.
So I've been wrong all this while for the last 3 weeks. That's impressive. I'm proud of myself. Anyway, let's carry on. So for a client, right, which is us, assuming we have a company called Derick and Sons and Daughters Limited, right? Me and all of you, right? And then we have this company, and then we decide that we want to go for cloud. This is the benefits we are going to get, right? It means that we can put our data on the platform instead of on our own desktop or service, right? And instead of putting it on our own service, which is going to cost us money, we can just let someone take care of all the work for us. And then they can also put the applications on the cloud and use the servers within the cloud to do the processing and data manipulations. So for example, the email thing I just mentioned, right? So for the email, instead of using our own servers, and then the more we become crowded, right? The more the organization is growing, the more we have 100 people, 1,000 people. Now the email server will start getting slow because it does not have the capacity to host 1,000 email accounts and process that kind of traffic going in and coming out, incoming and outgoing. But then if you use the cloud, we don't really have to worry about processing power anymore, because someone else is going to take care of that infrastructure for us. And it's as simple as that. We don't need to care. Now, opportunities and challenges from the cloud. Now, in parallel, right, or on the opposite side, there has been some backlash against cloud computing. There are people who are against it, and these are the reasons why they are against it. Or these are some of the drawbacks of cloud computing. So The use of cloud computing means dependence on others, and that could possibly limit flexibility and innovation. I think it's clear, but we all like it, regardless, right? Like, yeah, it's supposed to, exactly, privacy issue. Yes, all of that will come soon. So, for example, we are now dependent on others, and that means we are no longer. So, if someone else is hosting my email server for me, that means I don't have that flexibility to sort of do a lot of changes, right? I can't say that, okay, I need to increase this, or I need to I need to tell them to make those changes on my behalf, which means I don't have that flexibility of making changes so quickly. Two, it also limits the innovation, right? Because if it was mine, I would have improved my service already. If it was mine, if the servers were in my office, it would have been easy to innovate, add new changes and everything every now and then. But because I'm not hosting these servers, it limits my innovation, it slows down innovation, and then it sort of makes everyone depend on the cloud service provider for everything. Now, and others are likely to become bigger. The others are likely, the others are likely, ladies and gentlemen, pardon me, all right? So all that we are saying is that big internet companies like Google and IBM can monopolize the market because they have the money and they already have the infrastructure. And so it's very easy for them to just take charge because everyone else wants to go with them, right? If I come to you and I say that Amazon, right, has a cloud, and then I mention a company like Derick and Sons Limited also has, Derick and Sons and Daughters Limited has cloud, right? Which one are you going to go for? Tell me in the chat. Assuming you want a cloud service, and I give these two options, Amazon and then Derick and Sons and Daughters Limited. Which one are you going to go for?
What? Can you say it again?
I'm saying that if two companies come to you, right, assuming you want to use cloud services or cloud computing, and then two companies come to you, one company is Amazon, and then the other company is myself, and the name of my company is Derick and Sons and Daughters Limited, and we also provide cloud computing services. Which of these two companies will you go for? Will you go for Amazon or my company, Derick's company? Oh, wow. Everyone is betraying me in the chats. Amazon. Wow. Only Salmi stands by me. I thought we were business partners at this point. I thought like, wow, that's impressive. So the reason why you all decided to go with Amazon is because they're a bigger internet company, right? See, Wejan is lying to me. Wejdan is lying to me after choosing. Let me see if Wejan chose Amazon. Oh, interesting. She didn't. Wow. So Wejdan, and then I have Salmi who went with me. So these are big companies. We already know that they have the infrastructure. We already know that they have the people. They have the availability. Everything else is there. So then everyone else will now go with them, right? But then anyone that comes to me, as Salmi has said in the chat, we'll do 50-50 profit sharing, right? Because you trusted me when no one trusted in me. Yeah, so for the rest of you, we shall see. When my company becomes big, we shall really see. Anyway, so now security could prove to be a big issue, and it is still unclear how safe outsourced data is when using these services, right? So we are going to go back. I think someone mentioned privacy, and then that is Wejdan. She was like, privacy issue, and that is true. At this point, since we are not keeping the data, right, we don't know what type of protection they are using on their end. If it is my server, I know that, okay, I've updated to the latest operating system. I know that I have these policies in place. But then if someone else is keeping it for me, or someone else is doing all the hard work for me, it's very hard to sort of conceptualize what is going on there. They could tell you they are doing the updates, but then probably they are not. They could tell you your data is safe, but then they are not. Because one thing we know is that if a company wants your money, they will do everything to get the money. If you go on their website, you can see the amount of, you can see all the advertisement they are doing there, 99% availability, this. Yeah, we would, like, they say all the good words to sound good, like to make you believe them. But then you go there and then there's nothing. There's this site I used in the past. Was it 00 web hosts? I think it would be that or the other one. So these are sites, yes, 24/7 support Zara. And that one, yeah, it's a lie. I think Bluehost has showed me that it's a lie. Anyway, so there was this site, 00 web hosts. You can host websites there. And apparently for free, right? They will allow you to host it for free without a domain name. They'll give you a subdomain and on and on. So those times when I was a student, we had to create this application. So we went there, created application there. And when you go on their site, they're like, oh, they have security, they will provide you a free account, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to worry. And then after signing up, you know, for certain websites, once you sign up, they will send you back an email telling you your account details, right? So this website sent me back, you know, details about my account, like there's your username, there's the cPanel password, there's the PHP my admin password and everything. And then all these passwords, like even the password I used to register for the account, everything was listed in text, clear text, like clear. Let's say if my password was Derick123, which is not, obviously. If my password was Derick123, they literally sent me back like, this is my email, like this is your email, this is your password, this is what you can use to log into your cPanel. And I was like, wow. Right? Any company that is able to send you back your password in plain English, it means they are not encrypting your passwords in the back on the back end. That's straightforward, right? And then from the site Sami has sent, haveibeenpawned.com, once you go there, you can literally put in your email, and then they will tell you if one of your details have been compromised, which I will click on that, and then we'll do that shortly once I'm done with a few of the slides. So we'll surely come back to this particular link. So the site sent me my details in raw text, and that was the first red flag. But in those times, I needed the free hosting. So I had to take it, you know, we all like free. So I had to take it like that, and that is one of the drawbacks. So I think we would have to go on our 10 minutes break for now, and I will be clicking on Sami's link to see what's how it works. So we'll go on break in like a minute, and then we'll be back. So I hope you can all see my screen. Right, this is haveibeenpawned.com. So once you get it, Sami, do you want to say what I should do so that I can do it instead, or you want me to just carry on?
Just put your mail there, and a phone number, whatever you want, and then you can
not phone number.
The pond.
Yep. I think this email should be there. I think I've tried this before. All right. So Sami.
Okay. You scroll down a little more, a little more. Yep. You will see all the places where your data was leaked. Just a little upward. Can you scroll up? Not down. Can you scroll up?
Is it this?
Yep. And more, like MySpace, your data was leaked from MySpace. And can you scroll up? Yep.
Okay.
And anti-public combo list. Yep.
So ladies and gentlemen, we have been hacked, and I'm happy about it. Anyway, I think this was, yeah, I used to be on MySpace, right, in 2008, I think, yeah. And then in May 2016, let's see, in approx, so it would, this is what I like about Have I Been Pawned. They will tell you what breaches you were found in, and then they will also tell you when those sites, like one of their public, you know, when sites are hacked, they have to publicly tell us that they are hacked some later, right? So they will give you information of when it was done. So if you check and you know that you had a password that you've not changed and it was there, you have to switch it up. So in approximately 2008, MySpace suffered a data breach costing 360 million accounts. In May 2016, the data was offered up for sale on the dark web, right? And it contains the email addresses, the username, and the SHA-1 hashes of the first 10 characters of the password converted to Lua. So on and on and on. So you could always go to this site that Sami has sent and then check it. Because once I saw this the first time, I went in there and I changed all my password because I beg your pardon. You people cannot joke with my life. So this,
Can you
the
other link as well?
Can I what?
The other one. I shared one more link in the chat. Can you open that?
Okay, the passwords.
Yep. Can you put any of your password here that you think has not been breached yet?
So this is Derick123. I think it should be breached. So I've put in Derick123. Okay. Oh, wow. 1041.
Yeah, man. So that's
Yeah.
all the real data, and that's how I start enumerating people when I have to hack into their social media or somewhere.
Yeah. So then at the end of the day, instead of just once you get their emails, it's easy to just come in and then find what breach they are in, and then you find that particular breach, right?
Exactly.
Oh, they're
Exactly.
allowing you to download the things. Wow.
Yes, that's the fun, man. That's how you hack people.
Ah, I think now we qualify as junior hackers, right? Ladies and gentlemen,
Was
you
the
are.
recording on? Was the recording on?
Oh,
Oh, I said
yes.
nothing. I said nothing.
Ah, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first culprit. Salvi has been caught on camera.
I'm not
Salvi
here.
has been caught on camera.
I'm
Yep.
not a.
Salvi, you
I'm
have
not.
been pawned. I think I'm supposed to, let me see, where is this pause
I was just
recording?
was curious